Received this email from a woman who said this: I recently read your book and wish it had been written 20 years ago. My husband and I have 3 grown sons. For the first time, I realized why they often reacted so negatively when I disrespected their dad. As I look back at times of verbal disrespect toward my husband, I now understand why they would visibly wince and come angrily to his defense. They understood what I did not. Respect is vital to men. I hope you'll explain to the women at your conferences that a woman's lack of respect toward her husband has negative effects not only on him, but on the other men in the house as well. I am making a point of praising and respecting my husband in front of our sons, and all 4 of them are standing taller.
Respect is a husband's love language. I don't care what anybody else tells you. You have to know how to respect your husband if you want his love. And the number one thing, how to respect him, number one, listen to him. If he shares an idea, don't shut it down. Don't be the person that constantly nags or brings negative energy. Bring good energy. Respecting your husband is like you would your father or your boss. You know what respect is, and now you just have to translate it. So if your boss told you not to do something, you'd say, yes, boss, and you would not do it. If your father said, go to your room, you're not going out today, you'd say, yes, Dad, I'm not going out today. It's the same respect that you take from those relationships and you apply it to your marriage. And when you do, you'll see your life is easier. Don't be that type of woman that's like, he's not my boss, he's not my father, blah, blah, blah. Yes, he is. He's all of those things in one. He's your father, your boss, your best friend, your husband, your lover, everything. That's the relationship of husband and wife. And you're the same. You're his wife, you're his mother, you're his friend, you're his lover. There's so many things that you are to him. If you want a healthy marriage, you have to understand this without fighting, without being stubborn, without being angry. Because trust me, if you want a happy marriage, you want your husband to love you, it has to start with respect.
Love or respect? What's more important in a relationship, in a marriage? Love has destroyed millions of marriages all over the world. Respect has never destroyed anything. So the simple answer is respect. Respect is more important. Respect is also a little harder. It's very easy to love someone who loves you. It's very easy to love someone who's lovable. There's nothing really intense or strong or stable about it, because love is an emotion. Emotions are fickle. Emotions need to be fickle. It's what gives them their excitement. How about now? You love me now? There's an excitement to love because it's unstable. If it becomes stable, it becomes boring. Unconditional love is not love at all. Unconditional love means my feelings never change. Then they're not feelings anymore. Respect is not an emotion. It can be stable. It can be consistent. It can be strong. And it can give the marriage the stability and the strength that it needs. Emotions are the flavor, the sizzle. It can't keep the relationship going. It can only spice up a healthy relationship. So the respect is the relationship. The love is the perk.
Number one thing that brothers are telling me in the counseling office that they want in their relationship is RESPECT. Let me tell you today what respect looks like to your man. Number one is admiration. Do you admire him as a man? Number two, appreciation. Do you appreciate him for who he is and for what he does? Number three, surrendering and submitting to his leadership, that you allow him to lead. Number four, respect says, I will pay you attention as my man. I will give you undivided attention. Number five, respect is, I will make myself available for you. Number six, I will keep myself attractive for you. Number seven, I will attend to your needs. And number eight, I will articulate your love language. Do yourself a favor and be sure that you are giving him the respect that he needs and deserves so that you can get the love that you want.
Love is a choice. When I decide to love somebody and be with them and respect them and be loyal, it means that no matter how fluctuated my feelings are or what I'm going through, that I stand with that choice I make and I stick to my ground because it's a choice. I understand that that person is exactly what I need, and therefore I don't depend on my feelings or emotions. I'm depending on the choice I make. Feelings go up and down, and you cannot take decisions based on your emotions. But sadly nowadays, people are loving based on their feelings and how they feel and their mood and all that. But love is just a choice. And the choices you make are a reflection of who you are as a person.
women have extraordinary power to transform a marriage to the extent that you don't have to go to couples therapy. You don't have to send your man to an ayahuasca retreat. If you choose to respect him and show him the appreciation and admiration that can easily stem from the fact that you chose him, you married him. So get into it or get out. But if you're going to stay, there are ways that you can honor this man. So as a woman, my focus is on what can we do as women to secure what it is that we say we want. And most of us, for many deep and valid reasons, don't know how to love a man. We know how to control a man. Why? Because we're fundamentally terrified of men, and that's biologically hardwired.
Lack of respect. I think that is the first and foremost red flag that I see very normalized and then missed, is that like it's okay or not a big deal or not a huge red flag that your partner belittles you, that your partner makes fun of you, that your partner shames you. If respect is not 100% there all the time, like that's a huge red flag, because we just see, obviously we do this for a living. We see down the road how those little sarcastic jabs, those belittling comments, those actions that are done behind your back that are not a big deal, we see what they mean like long term. So respect would probably have to be like the one that comes to my mind first.
If you don't believe in this man for whatever reason, then why are you even entertaining a relationship with him, or why are you in that relationship with him? Because it is very difficult to then have the respect necessary in that relationship to foster a loving, positive relationship when you don't believe in this man. That's a huge crack in the relationship. That's going to bust the whole thing wide open. So you've got to be honest with yourself about, okay, why? And if the why is correctable, like let's say maybe you started off believing in him, but he made a bad decision that has damaged your trust, or he's taken an action that has caused you to question his ability to accomplish things, to lead, whatever, all right? Then it may be a situation that can be worked on and improved upon, but it needs to be addressed because you cannot continue the relationship without that in place.
Girl who's a client, she would bring in her boyfriend, wonderful man. Like he wanted to lead, they're young. And I said, because she was stuck in this generational mindset where she was like, I want more and more and more and more and more. And I was like, you have a really great man you can grow with, you know? And I told them, I think you're going to break up. And I think when you break up, you're going to appreciate him after you lose him. Because it'll take that. And guess what happened? Valentine's Day came around. She wanted more and more and more because that's what she sees on social media. And then they broke up and he finally got burnt out and said, I had enough. And what us women will do, though, is when it gets to that point with the guy where they're like, you know what? You're never satisfied with me. I'm never enough. Because you're in a relationship where it's just all about you. Men can be the prize too. You know what I mean? And that's humbling.
Ooh, don't nobody want to hear that.
I'm going to say it. Men can be the prize.
I mean, my man is the prize.
My man is the prize.
But I also know I'm the prize.
Yeah, both of us are the prize. And
you know what I mean?
Actively show each other that you're both the prize. You know, I let my husband know I appreciate you so much. The woman I am today and the way I speak and stuff is a lot of it has to do with you, and thank you for that, you know. And you have to say that, you have to, you know, humble yourself, and he humbles himself, you know. Men usually know, like a lot of men are in America are not really doing this anymore, but a lot of men, you don't hear men saying like, oh, I'm independent without no woman. Like they're not saying that. No. Like they know that women can be the prize too, you know, and we should be showing that same care to each other. So I'll just say though,
I'm disrespecting my husband because I'm friends with a man.
But I think though, it's not that you're friends with a man. The point is you're not listening to him. Like again, love to men is respect. It's saying, you know what, I might not agree with this, but I respect your judgment, so I'm going to go with it. I'm going to do what you say. But like men don't want an argumentative woman.
Always reflect and think. Women don't I think African women in particular, especially the ones in the West here, they don't understand something. Let me tell you guys. The only thing a man is looking for in a relationship, in a marriage, is respect. I'm telling you, respect. And it's not intimacy. Trust me. I am telling you, that can be arranged. It's not even the food. It's not all the things you get. You have to respect your husband. I'm telling you, I'm just giving you a spoon. If you don't understand it now. But, with our work schedule, with abroad here, one of the DJs said, here now, it looks like they have 2 breadwinners now. It doesn't matter how many, even if you are the breadwinner. That's why the Indians and the Pakistanis, they do better than us. Go to IT in California. This is a woman that earns about $200,000 a year. The husband does not even have a job. Guess what? She'll buy a car, give the husband will come and pick her, drop her at work, do everything with utmost respect. Our own. You make small money. The first person you disrespect is your husband. That useless man doesn't know what he's doing. This is a man that's probably been taking care of you for over 10 to 15 years or even longer. But you get as things be, because abroad get as it be. You can't be, maybe you find yourself in a more lucrative job. The first thing you do is to disrespect that man. Let me tell you, there's a saying in my place that anybody that holds someone on the ground, you too, you're on the ground. You see this abroad where we did, the most difficult problem, a marriage problem. I'm telling you the truth. You hold your husband, you disrespect him, nobody will respect you. Take it from me. Forget all the things they do around you, they will not respect you. You have to hold your family. And life can be very lonely here. One of the most difficult problems to have is a marital problem. In the West, go and ask anybody. I have patients, that depression, everything. Your life will be upside down. Respect your husband. Take it from me. And if you do it this way, you will get anything and everything from this man. That's all men. Men are very easy, but you women don't understand. Very easy to control. Trust me, you wear them like ring. If you turn them that way, it's simply because you respect them. A man in the house, they crave for the respect. They want to be, even when they are not, they want to feel like they're in charge. It's a man thing. It's an African man thing. Take it or leave it. And as long as that is compromised, he's no longer the man. The man is broken. If he's broken, yourself will be broken. Take it from me, I tell you. Just respect him. I'm telling you, respect him. He is going to carry you like egg. He's going to do a lot more for you. Simply respect him. And for you that think, after all, what is he doing for me? He doesn't even bring the money anymore. You can kick him out. Kick him out now. He will sink it all over. It's not easy. Abroad, it's not easy. Life can be lonely here. That's why all of a sudden you see yourself, you're going from here to this guy for the, in 1 year, self. As I say, always copy and emulate from these Indians. They are very wise, these Pakistanis. Even the doctors amongst them, believe it or not, their husbands will be managing the clinic and everything. Very respectful of the man. And if you come to the clinic, you will not even know the husband is not a doctor. Respect. That's what men want. I see it. I don't even know how these things, I'm just saying. My wife is here now. We're going to go out. If you want to listen, listen. If you don't want to, it's your business. Just simply respect this man. If he loses respect, everything crumbles. Your kids will not respect him, and he fails to be the man he is supposed to be. Take it from me. Well, it's a lovely day. Let's go out. Have a fantastic weekend, my friend. Dr. Zoe again.
If you're asking me, what is the most valuable thing my wife can do for me, other than the number one most valuable attribute or trait or thing my wife can do for me, it's going to be to make sure that there's no man on the planet that believes in the back of his head that he can have her. When a woman can give a sense of security that no other man can have any part of that, not even emotionally. I'm talking about complete and utter loyalty. That is the most valuable thing a wife can do for another man. Just be loyal. As long as she's loyal, I got the rest.
Respecting your husband is not based on how you feel. It is the choice that you made the day you decided to be his wife. Allow him drive the ship. sit down, they look. Now you choose them.
I respect my man. I don't do that. Because if I go out dressed a certain way, I know I'm looking for some kind of attention that I'm not looking for. I'm committed to him and only him. I don't do that.
Men are very simple. Very, very simple and very, very easy. 2 things give to a man and you can have that man as a ring in your finger. Respect, appreciation. That's it. These 2 things. Respect his decision. Respect the way that he wants to lead things, the way that he thinks, the way that he does things. And then just show him that respect. And then if you oppose to what he's doing, you can sit down and talk to him, but make him feel respected for this. This is something. The other part is the appreciation. We don't hear appreciation that much as men, but it's very, very touchy for us. It's very, very important. It reaches our soul the moment you say thank you for something that we do. The moment, and it's a way that a woman teaches a man that do more of this. I want you to do it more. When you tell me thank you, when you tell me wow, you're working so hard, we really appreciate that. You know, when I go back home and my wife tells me this, the next day, tomorrow is my off day. I'm ready to go back to work and conquer the world just because she said this to me. This is appreciation. It makes us go 10 times stronger and fight outside.
3 ways to respect your husband. Number 1, when he's helping at home, don't criticize how he's doing it. Whether he's loading the dishwasher or folding the laundry, let him do it the way he's going to do it. Don't try to control the situation. Number 2, if he says that he can do something, believe him. If he says that he can fix the garbage disposal, don't have an argument about why you should just call a repairman. Let him try to fix the garbage disposal. And guess what? If he messes it up, he will call the repairman. But what's more important than the process of the garbage disposal getting fixed is that he thinks you believe in him. So believe in him and let him go for it. Number 3, praise him in public. It is said that the opinion that matters the most to a man is that of his wife. So if you are in public and you tear him down or make silly remarks in front of other people to kind of jest at him, that's going to hurt him deeply. Praise him and build him up in front of other people.
Doesn't respect me and humiliates me in front of my friends. Now she can't believe that I've reached the tipping point in our marriage and called the lawyers. My wife and I have been together for almost 20 years, and our bedroom has been on a slow but gradual decline for the last 15 years. We sat down and had the talk a few months ago, where we hashed out the details of trying to rekindle the spark we once had. One of the main things we both agreed upon was the need for date nights as well as other things. Things seem to improve, albeit only marginally. Again, I'm the one initiating things, and 90% of the time I get shot down. The usual excuses followed, i.e. too tired, not in the mood, the child is awake, he's 18 years old, not feeling very well, and my personal favorite, we can't, as you've got to be up for work early in the morning. Anyhow, we persisted with the date nights. Out of 9 that I organized over the last 2 months, my wife canceled 7 of them, often without notice. Some were even planned weeks in advance, when she'd breeze in after her work shift and announce she was going out with her friends. When I mentioned the date night we'd had planned, she claimed she'd simply forgotten, despite it being marked on the calendar on the fridge. Again, her idea. So on to this weekend. I've spent the last 2 weeks setting up a date night. So picture this: a whole weekend away, a suite in a 5-star hotel, dinner at a fancy Michelin star restaurant, tickets to the theater, even shopping for some fancy clothes. So I pick her up after. Subscribe, like, leave a comment, and get wisdom.